Within the heart, the whole and part of everything I see. Behind the eyes, beyond disguise, reflecting me. At the silent core, and yet before a phenomenon began. Oh, and after it, I am.
On our return to South Africa, we travelled to the sleepy town of McGregor to meet the Van der Westhuizen family, who are devout followers of the teachings of Ramana Maharishi. Directly across from the town church, their family home is named after the holy mountain that Ramana called his guru.
I think even from a tender age, I was interested in the sorts of questions, who am I, why am I here? And I found that as a youngster, I couldn't really discover my true context, or I couldn't find the right way in which to apply that search. And then about 19 years ago, I came across the teachings of Ramana Maharshi, and that was, I can only describe it as a coming home for me. The answer had finally been delivered to me so clearly that there was no more need for seeking. I'd gone from someone who felt like a seeker to someone who felt like a finder. And with that finding has come increasing peace through the years. I've found that it's informed virtually every aspect of my life, my relationship with my 4 children, my relationship with my partner, the way in which I do my work, my lifestyle. I find that everything is more relaxed. I see that, for example, with my children. I approach each one as if they were Ramana, and in fact that's what Ramana would tell me, that they are, that is the truth.
Okay, another 4.
Ramana, when asked once about free will, was holding a fan in his hand and fanning himself. And his reply was, he says, even me picking up this fan and fanning myself is predetermined. He says, whatever the body is to go through is predetermined in this lifetime. He says, just surrender, just know that the will of God is done.
What the teachings have come to represent in my life are that I don't hold on to the concepts anymore. So the only way that I've come to understand what Ramana says is by going within and abiding in that space.
For Peter, delving deeper into the wisdom of Ramana was accompanied by an urge to share the teachings with others.
I then set about writing a book which I've been busy with for probably the past 10 years or more. And I've simply entitled it, Awareness is Another Name for You. And the aim of that was to put those teachings in a very simple form, to remove all the terminology, Sanskrit or otherwise, however beautiful, however meaningful or potent those words are, and to make it accessible to Westerners. I need you to put your chin on the chin rest and just look straight ahead. Initially, with my practice, I suppose I had a sense of being a rescuer, that there were people out there who needed help, who needed rescuing. And what I came to realize with Ramana's teachings is, in fact, that there are no people out there. Ramana loved to use the analogy of life being like a dream. And he says that, for example, the only difference between the dream we have whilst we're sleeping and this so-called waking dream is that the one is longer. This waking dream is longer. Otherwise, they're both projections of the mind. What I find is useful also is that when I'm sitting with a client, I generally have fairly discreetly behind and off to the side a picture of Ramana, and every now and then I look at that picture of Ramana and it brings me back to that sense of presence. It also reminds me that the person, the living body sitting in the chair is also Ramana. What I've come to realize is that God is living as me. God is here as me, but not as this body singularly. What I've come to realize is that God is all pervasive. God is the very energy that I call myself. And it's become more and more clear for me to let go of the periphery, to let go of the story, to let go of the name, and just to experience God, just to be God.
Looking back at our journey of discovery, we met many remarkable people and shared profound insights along the way. But perhaps it is the words of Ramana Maharishi that provide the most encouragement. He said, "You and I are the same. What I have done is surely possible for all. You are the self now and can never be anything else. Throw your worries to the wind, turn within, and find peace."